Well, we've had quite a bit of rain this season. Actually, this is one of the wettest summers I've experienced up here working in Alaska. But we work no matter what. There's actually a little break in the rain right now. It's just kind of drizzling, but it was really coming down. Makes our job a little difficult with riding down the weights and that. Seems like the fish are getting a little bit bigger. I think we're up to about a 6-pound average. There's some of them there. But anyway, I'm gonna go in. We're got a little break in the boats here, try to warm up, get some food into me. Be back up here taking fish. Okay, well this is it. We finished up buying fish for the last time last night. We had a 24-hour buying session. We've been working around the clock pretty much for the last week or so, and the weather has not been good. Pretty much the whole month of July here has been rainy. It's just a little misty right now, but it's been pretty much raining almost every day. So we're here at the dock at our final docking spot. We're gonna get the boat cleaned up here. I gotta get in, it's starting to rain again. So we've got 2 days to do that. We spent most of the day getting the buoys and stuff all put back in the tank. They all go in this tank here, give everything a good spraying off. The rain does help with keeping things clean. So I'm gonna get in and get out of the rain. We'll give an update here. We're basically just waiting on our flight info to get a flight out of here. And I'm gonna get back to my van. I'm so looking forward to getting back on the road. We are kissing the salmon goodbye and getting back to van life. Okay, so this is it, guys. I'm saying goodbye to the Penguin and the Naknek River. It was 61 days was the total number of days here this season. So we're gonna be moving on. Goodbye, Penguin. Goodbye, Naknek River. So they got a little shuttle van for me to get down to the King Salmon Airport. We'll be flying out in a couple hours. I like to get there good and early. So we're gonna go ahead and move on, continue this adventure. Away we go. Well, I'm back on solid ground. We've been on the water for about 7 weeks. So everything is swaying. I stand still. It feels like I'm in motion. So hopefully that'll fade soon. Back to land. Okay, well here I am. I made it back to the van here in San Diego, California. Just getting things opened up. I had disconnected my starter battery, so I'm getting that hooked back up. Get the windshield cover off there, and I've got some tarps up on the solar panel, so I gotta climb up there and get those removed. Oh boy, it is hot out there. I am dripping sweat already. I've got the solar panels uncovered, the starter battery connected. I haven't tried to start the van yet, but it should start right up. It's only been 2 months. And then for my solar system here, I've got the Battleborn lithium iron phosphate batteries in this box here. I've got 4 100 amp hour batteries, and I've got a disconnect switch for the solar panels, and then for the battery, basically a main disconnect. So I'm pretty sure this is the way I'm supposed to do it. Battery first, and then solar panels. So now everything's connected, and my charge controller display here is showing 13.34 volts. So still topped off and charging. Got a little little thing over the light. It's in the bulk stage, so yeah, they are going to charge up to top off there. So I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start this van up. Well, my parents have a swimming pool at their house, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to go there and jump straight in the swimming pool. But yeah, let's see if this van fires up. Shouldn't be an issue. Oh man, what a change in weather. Yeah, fired right up. Awesome. All right, let's get on the road. Back to van life. Okay, well, I've spent a few days here in San Diego, mostly visiting family and getting my van geared up to get back on the road. I'm going to be heading up to Washington State to eventually do a little motorcycle camping trip with Kelly through the Cascade Mountains. Should be a little cooler up there in the mountains, but even Washington, where we're headed, is over 100 degrees. A lot of places in Oregon we're going to be going through, so I'm trying to plan the route accordingly and avoid some of that heat, but it's just pretty much unavoidable. So going to have to sweat it out here for a few days. Going to try to find some good camps along the way and really enjoy myself. Hopefully find some water, some rivers or lake to cool off in. So that is the plan. So I've got the little box van here all packed up. And I do have my motorcycle with me. I picked up a small trailer, a little enclosed trailer. You can see that behind there. So I've got the motorcycle in there. We'll talk a little bit more about that and what I think about having a trailer with me. But for now, we need to get ready to get on the road. Let's do it. All right, just gassed up. I paid $5.09 for gas. It was my first time filling up here in San Diego since I got back from Alaska. It's going to be a little more costly now that gas is a little more expensive, but it seems to be kind of dropping. Got my water jugs filled up and we're ready to go. We're going to hit the highway. So we're going to be using Interstate 15 heading north out of San Diego, connecting up with Interstate 215 back to 15 and then to Highway 395 north. We'll be going along the east side of the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Although it's going to be hot and there are some showers, some rain showers in the forecast, possible flash flood warnings, which isn't the best for going on dirt roads, but we'll just take things cautiously and see how it goes. Away we go. Coming through Red Mountain, California, small little town. Mostly abandoned buildings. It's like an old mining town. Some of these places for sale. Looks like that was it for Red Mountain. Oh, I forgot about this Fossil Falls. I believe there's a campground here. I'm gonna check and see if it's open. I believe it's free. Vaguely remember camping here at some point years ago. So I'm gonna pull down in here. This would be, I'm kind of trying to stretch out my drive up 395 a little bit. So probably will still camp up around Alabama Hills, but might just do my first night here. There's all this volcanic rock everywhere. And I believe at some point in the year when there's enough water, there actually are some falls here. Yeah, Fossil Falls Campgrounds Recreation Site. Enjoy your visit. Bureau of Land Management. That says Fossil Falls, so I believe this is the campground. Yeah, there's a site there. I don't see any signs about it being closed. There's no one here because it's so dang hot. I will check it out. Nothing for shade, but I'm just excited to be back out on the road, camping out here. Yeah, I'll poke around. Yeah, let's do this. Pull right around here. There we go. Well, nice and level right here. Let's go check it out. Oh, yeah, it's a little toasty out. Pretty exposed. Wow. I think I'm parked as such. As the sun continues to go down, I'll have some shade here. So yeah, I think this is the first glimpse I'm showing you guys of this new setup. I really don't know how long this is gonna last. I'm just kind of trying this out. A lot of people are totally against having a trailer, and I worked for like 10 years towing a trailer, and I got really used to it. Same size trailer, it wasn't enclosed though, and I could stick that thing anywhere. So we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, I'm sure I can get what I paid for it. Yeah, it's pretty blazing hot though in the sun. I'm hoping these clouds continue to come in. There's supposed to be some thunderstorms rolling through, so hopefully that'll break some of the heat here. I think I'm parked in a good spot. It's nice hard pack here, so I don't got to worry about getting stuck or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna relax for a minute, get my chair out and sit in the shade. Well, now we're having a proper downpour. Oh yeah, it's coming through. Ah, that immediately cooled the air off. Okay, I don't want to get soaked, but dang, that feels good. Well, this is quite a storm. There's quite a bit of thunder happening. I haven't seen any lightning yet, but it just continues to come down. I actually moved the van. I had to take my shirt off and put on my bathing suit. I got totally soaked. There's a little stream going through camp now. You know, it's kind of parked right over it, so I figured I'd back off. There seems to be better drainage here. And I did get a peek down the road. There's a dip there, and it's already flooded out. So I'll just wait out this storm. There's supposed to be some more tomorrow, so we'll see. It's definitely cooled the temps down, so a little bit more bearable. And this is Fossil Falls, so it's very possible if I go out later this evening or early in the morning, if it's still raining, that the falls will be flowing. Whoa. It's getting crazy. Look at that, just blowing across. Okay guys, I'm gonna make an attempt to get out of here. I just walked this, put my swimsuit on again with the umbrella. Probably not a good idea in the lightning, but I had to walk this path out. That pool there is definitely too deep to drive through. And there's two more flooded areas. Actually, the main road out of here is probably a couple inches, 3 inches deep, which isn't too bad, but it's the whole stretch of road out of here. And then there's a deeper section here, maybe 4 or 5 inches, maybe a little more, but I walked it barefoot and it's nice and hard packed. I'd like to just kind of blast through it, but there's some pretty big sharp rocks. This is again volcanic area. This was a bad choice. The camp I was at was a great camp, high and dry, but multiple spots on the way out of here that are not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blast through here. Hope I don't hit a rock. Nice. Yeah, I feel like if I don't do this now, it's just gonna get worse. I'm looking at the weather, the radar, there's another wave coming here in another hour or so. It's starting to lighten up, so I'm gonna get out of here while I can. I think I'm just gonna park closer to the road and wait it out. You can see this here, it's flowing downhill, so it's not pulling up. One straight shot, so I'm gonna go for it. Stay right in the middle where it's nice and hard pack. Not good for my bearings, but I'm gonna do it. Maybe I could have stuck it out there, but I don't want to risk it. We got a motorcycle trip to get on. Hopefully this isn't soft here. Ooh, there's some other areas. Just gonna blast through it. It's draining. I gotta do it before it gets worse. Yeah, I sat there and pondered that for about a half hour, and it just, another heavy wave of rain came. Oh, is that pavement? Yeah, these guys were smart. They parked out on the pavement. Well, the rain suddenly let up and it kind of cleared up, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to come out and take the motorcycle out, do some exploring, and check out the falls here at Fossil Falls. Pretty sure these were dry when I got here, and this flash flood has them flowing. Pretty neat here. There's a little clear stream running down here. Nice. I don't know if I could have waited it out in the campground or not. I'm not sure if some of those pools are still standing. This is cool. There's an upper fall too we'll check out. Okay, I guess these are normally dry falls. That's what I thought. So you pretty much have to come here after a flash flood or monsoon to see water. Kind of glad it rained now. First I felt like I got my kind of rained on my parade, but that's what makes it an adventure right off the bat. I'm gonna go through the campground. I may be able to go back in there. Yeah, this one's flooded too. Can we try it? There's water crossing. Here's where I crossed with the van. That was pretty solid. Yeah, I probably could have stayed in here. Oh, this was the campsite I was in. The little river has soaked up there, and that pool has gone down considerably. So yeah, as long as it doesn't get any more storms here, I probably could have camped here and got out the next day. I just was afraid it would have been like a few days. So I don't know if it's smart to come back in. Definitely would have not wanted to do that in the van. Just a little too deep. Could I have made it? Maybe. Well, I'm about to fix up some dinner, but my main stove here is not lighting. I've got a full tank. I got the gallon bulk tank under there, and it's not getting any gas out of it. I don't feel like messing with it because I'm so hungry. So I'm going to use my backup stove here. I do have another 2-burner backup, but I'm just going to use this real quick. Cook up some chicken, make some quick chicken tacos. Well, we're getting up here the next morning. The rain pretty much held off throughout the night. And I think it's supposed to clear up today and be hot again in the 90s. Ended up just staying on the side of the road here, the entrance to the campground, because of the flash floods. There was a Sprinter van in front of me. He's taken off. And it looks like that Class C is still up there. Saw them in the campground, or at least that Class C, so they must have evacuated like I did. So I think I'm going to go back in the campground. When I went down there on my motorcycle yesterday, the water had receded enough. I'm just going to grab the first spot that's available because I do need to get some video work done, and I have one project on the trailer that I want to do before I get rolling again. So yeah, I think I'm going to head back in there. Okay, I moved over into this site here. I think it's site number 5. I did walk up. They do have a toilet here. I think there's actually 2 in the campground, and there's a sign that says that there's a $6 fee here, but there is nowhere to pay. So I don't know if that has gone away, but I'm just going to go ahead and camp here and see how it goes. This area here was pretty flooded. The water's receded. Wow, it's a beautiful morning this morning. Sun's starting to shine on the mountains here. This is one of the areas that was pretty flooded. So it looks like the drainage here is pretty good. This is all receded overnight. It was all the way back up into here. Although this looks pretty, it's pretty hard packed. It's sandy. And then this little puddle here, this was way bigger. It was all the way up. Go take a look. Yeah, it was all the way up to like right here. You can tell that stuff is a little muddy there. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to drive out this way. I maybe would have stayed. Kind of feel a little silly now, like I overreacted. I could have just stayed here overnight and been totally fine. But I just didn't know. I just do not know this ground and how fast this was going to soak up. So it all turned out well. Learning experience for sure. I kind of wasn't taking those flash flood warnings too seriously because it was showing like 60%, but that still means that's a good chance of it happening. So definitely learned something. And there's my spot there. Kind of felt like with this experience and not being prepared for the flooding here, I was out of my groove a little bit. I was just excited to be here. I really should have just pulled into this front spot to start with. It would have been fine. Well, I just wanted to thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys sticking around. It's been a little bit of a stretch since my last video. It was just too busy working at the job to try to get any filming done. I really had to focus on the job at hand. That's what they're paying me for while I'm there. But I appreciate you guys checking out the videos that I did make while I was there at the job. I always lose a lot of subscribers when I do these seasonal jobs. A lot of people tune in just for the travel and van content, but we're back at it. Again, I appreciate you all for hanging in there and sticking with me all these years. Really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, guys. Peace.